I'll be real, okay lang, diretso naman tayo dito sa podcast na to. I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist that would give a diagnosis or anything. I'm coming from my own personal approach and understanding with things as I've gotten to work with people. Okay? I want to make sure what's currently happening inside their head right. Kaya lang, would you both agree if I change the word, not control, but can we manage thought? Diba? Most have been blaming their inner child already, which is, for me, it's just still constructed. Sabi ko nga, what the fuck? Bakit wala kang inner adult that's responsible for everything you've done? Firm belief, lahat ng lalaki manloloko. Tapos sinabi ko lang na, bakit nasubukan mo na ba lahat?
Medyo weird yun kung nasubukan na lahat.
Nasubukan na lahat. Okay, kaya ko pala. Sometimes it just takes one person who will believe in you.
Hey guys, what is up? You're listening to Title Zone, the #1 podcast for Filipinos who want to make an impact. And I'm Nix. Yo.
My name is Kelvin, aka The Kelvinator po rin. Walang pagbabago. Sama namin kayo ngayong gabi. Pag-usapan natin, short na usapan lang regarding mental health. We ask people sa Facebook page namin kung anong gusto nilang topic pag-usapan. And may mga nag-message about this. Yeah. And maganda rin ito yung pinili natin kasi maraming makaka-relate. And kaya nagtawag ulit tayo ng tulong sa isang eksperto. Nagbabalik. Siya nagpakilala sa atin sa buong mundo no? Dahil napakaganda ng first episode natin last season.
Buong mundo. Yun.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome bro.
Maraming salamat ulit na imbitahan niyo ulit ako dito. And syempre, excited ako to talk about yung naisip niyo yung topic ngayon, medyo malawak to pero sige, tara paglaruan natin to kasi I think if we could share knowledge that could change a person's life, why not?
Yes, change someone's life and even protect someone's life. We'll talk about more about that later. But we want to protect you. So you're listening here, we will protect you. Joke lang. But siguro let's, before we dive deep into the topic, let's give people a refresher about who Ken is. Ken, do you want to take the floor and reintroduce yourself?
Paalala muna tayo, no? Short, very, very short lang. So my name's Ken Sumera, and I've been in this industry for like more than a decade already. I started studying yung tools like neuro-linguistic programming around 2009 because I wanted to improve myself. I had lots of problems with speaking, lots of problems with mindset. I believe that I was so introverted that I couldn't really talk to people. So I pushed myself and spent lots of time studying concepts like neuro-linguistic programming and hypnosis. So that led me to connecting with hypnotherapy na rin. And this is what I do. I'm an NLP coach, hypnotherapist. I work with conversational hypnosis. And I use this understanding, mga learnings na to, yung mga mindsets na to, approaches, to teach also sales and persuasion to like individuals, teams, and companies. Mainly backing up, syempre, if you're doing this professionally, credentials then play a very, very big part then if you're doing things professionally. So for NLP naman, I've gotten training under Society of NLP. Ito yung lineage nito is coming from the founder of neuro-linguistic, co-founder of NLP, si Dr. Richard Bandler.
Wow.
Another certification naman is for conversational hypnotherapy. Why I love this certificate because isa sa mga iniidolo kong hypnotist, si Igor Ledochowski, ito yung nasa group niya to. So ito yung tinuturo nila, conversational hypnosis, where it's used for hypnotherapy. And last but not least, nakita ko isa to sa mga top students ni Bandler before. His name is Paul McKenna. And if you get to research him or you get to have read some of his books in regards to anxiety and other mental health related concerns, Paul McKenna has been medyo sikat siya sa UK. Okay? And when Mind Valley offered their first certification in regards to hypnotherapy, nagkataon na siya yung nagtuturo. So talagang pinush through ko talaga na makinig and to learn from these people. So yeah, that's me. Yun yung ginagawa ko. That's what I do to like work with people talaga, program the subconscious mind. Kaya siguro na-invite din ako nila Nix to share dito. I'd love to help and I'd love to share my experience and knowledge din. Kasi kung sa NLP nga, nung nasabi ko ng episode 1, it's a model of excellence eh. So, I want to focus on what works. Okay, yun lang. Yun lang. That's it.
True. I wanted so thank you for sharing that. No, I wanted to tackle something lang before we go. Sabi ko kanina, intro ka lang, tas go na. Pero hindi, may isa pa akong gustong
sige.
Kasi, I want to set the record straight eh. Kasi si Kangen is a different kind of, parang you're different from other professionals in this space, diba? And I know you're aware of that, na parang minsan, sometimes some clients or when you do speaking engagements, some people get caught off guard kasi bigla kayo i-drop na word na parang hindi sila sanay na marinig or bigla ka magmumura and all. So, I know like, that's who you are eh. Kasi I've known you for a long time. So I know that's who you are and you didn't change who you are to do well in your profession. So I just wanted you to like, siguro, what is it like? No? Like you're kumbaga when people zig, you're zagging kasi iba ka, pero you're not just assuming a role eh. It is who you are. So how is that affecting, what is it like basically to be different?
Napansin ko kasi na meron parang naging I'll be real okay lang, diretso naman tayo dito sa podcast na to eh. I was treading an era na anyone could be a coach. Anyone. Diba? Na tipong, ngayon, diba? Alam mo, ngayon, nangyayari pa rin yun eh. Anyone could be a coach.
Anyone with a TikTok account, apparently, can be a
anyone. Coach. Because it's a belief eh. I mean, pero you get to see that there are certain coaches that stand out. Diba? Hindi naman lahat. Okay, nag-brand sila ng coach. It's a good positioning. It's a good, brand. But, yung sa akin noon, naisip ko, teka lang, ano nga ba yung itsura ng isang coach? And naisip ko, when I think of the word coach, professional. yung gets mo, may frame, may charisma and everything. Sabi ko, teka lang, if everyone is going that route, ba't ko kailangan sumunod? Sabi ko, yun yung diretso ko. Sabi ko, teka lang, fuck this shit. Gagawa ko ng sarili kong, ito yung persona ko this is me. Pero one thing that I learned from some of my mentors talaga was, sabi nila, what's your intention? Doon ako nagsimula. So, my intention is to help eh. Pero, meron ka sariling market eh. I've gotten to understand that not all people will like you.
Yes.
And that's the truth. I don't want to serve everyone. I mean, if a person likes me for who I am, I'd be glad to work with them. So at least with me being so direct and kunwari, nagsasalita ako ganyan, ma-offend mo na yung mga ma-offend mo, at least alam mo lang hindi mo sila market. Kaya Seth Godin ko nakita yan eh, yung mindset na yan eh. Just do what you're passionate about doing. And when you find yourself at mas nakilala mo yung sarili mo, it will shine. And the people that align with you will connect with you. That's it. So when people call me coach, I don't tell them tawagin nila akong coach. No, wala akong sinabi. Just call me Ken. They call, kung anong gusto mo itawag sa akin, that's fine. So if they call me coach, that's fine. I never branded myself even as an expert in the field. Hindi ko rin sinasabi, I'm an expert in this. No, wala rin ako sinabi ganun. But if you see me as an expert, then thank you. If you see me as a coach, then thank you. Pero yung personality, what I've seen working with people nowadays, what attracts people, or siguro what attracts me, how I see things, authenticity. And one thing that I could say about myself, this is how I communicate with people. When I see a person, just hindi naman porke nagmumura sobra authentic na, diba? Hindi naman. But you see a person when he or she is very in tune with himself or herself, any words could come out. And logically, when I study so communication, pansin mo, pag may nagmumura, boom, huli mo kagad yung attention. Eh. And as a hypnotist, this is one thing that I really, really want to focus on. Do I have their fucking attention? That's it.
Yun, nakuha mo.
Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop. Parang.
Teka, pag nilaglag ko to.
Yun lang yan. So it's more of like, when I use it, it's more of attention hooks for me. But I just, it just comes out. Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Thank you for that. Yan ang gusto ko marinig eh. And that's, I think, you can't serve everyone, which is pretty much, no, that's on point. No? So, that said, one of the things that we wanted to talk about today is mental health. No, before we get super deep into it, I wanted to ask about anxiety. Like, is anxiety considered a mental health issue?
Malawak to
The reason why I ask is because I think personally I suffer sometimes from anxiety, pero usually subconscious ko siya. If that makes sense. Parang minsan wala naman talaga ako iniisip or so I thought, 'di ba? Pero yung pala umaandar na pala siya, tapos I feel weird things. Minsan parang kala ko may nahihilo ko or what, pero it's apparently just anxiety, even though wala akong iniisip at the moment. I think my subconscious is thinking about it. So is that, I've never had it diagnosed. I've never asked a doctor or anyone, but yeah, I'm curious if it's considered as a mental health problem or issue.
Again, bigay muna tayong disclaimer sa mga listeners natin ngayon. Listeners or people who are watching this. Linawin ko lang I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist that would give a diagnosis or anything. I'm coming from my own personal approach and understanding with things as I've gotten to work with people. Okay? So, linawin ko lang yan kasi baka don't, for other people, baka, yun ang meron ako. Okay. This is what I've said sa lahat ng mga talks ko. Okay, linawin ko lang, this is what I've said sa lahat ng mga talks ko. I think this could shed light din sa'yo, Nix, and other people who are listening. I am not in a position to actually say what anxiety or depression looks like. It is up to the person going through it. Linawin ko lang yung word, through. Going through it, that can define it. Bakit? Kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag natin ng mga checklist. I've seen this with a lot of professionals. And ayoko naman sabihin talaga I feel bad about it. But that's the reality. Ganun yung nangyayari. When you research sa internet what is anxiety, you'd get to see a lot of like different tama ba? Tapos pag na-checklistan mo yung tatlo, ay may anxiety ako. Boom. Di ba? Okay, same thing with other things, di ba? Okay, kuwari depression. What is depression? Like paano mo masasabi na meron kang depression? Tapos uy, malungkot ako, ganito yung naramdaman ko. Oops, ching-ching! Di ba? Now, iba-iba yung cases. So, it's not all who experience this has this para sa akin. So, when I talk to a client, a person, a friend, a family member, I want to make sure what's currently happening inside their head right now. So, kumari, kanina, actually, live ako kanina. So, may nagtanong, di ba, PTSD, ganyan. Ang question ko lang is, what are you currently thinking? What are you currently feeling right now? Because what you've felt doesn't mean that you're feeling it right now also. Di ba? So, ngayon, ang question ko is, do you believe that you have it? Next.
Anxiety?
As you said it, ramdam mo yung doubt. You're not sure. Tama ba?
Hindi ko kasi ma-explain kung ano yung nafe-feel ko in that moment Kasi minsan parang weird na talaga na kahit parang sobrang chill lang. I think may times na nangyayari siya, para may pattern na. So to give you an example, no?
Sige, I think give me more information. If you're okay lang kasi again, this is like podcast.
It's fine. So I'm like, sometimes I go, kunwari may flight, tapos mag-isa lang ako.
Okay.
Minsan, parang a day before, parang feel ko nilalagnat ako, laging ganun. Pero hindi ko naman na siya iniisip. Hindi ko na siya iniisip talaga. Alam ko sa sarili ko na hindi naman ako takot na lumipad Pero lagi siya nangyayari. So, and then when I try to put two and two together, Google, simpleng Google tayo, sinasabi parang anxiety daw yun eh. So, yun lang, I'm just going off of parang patterns and research, no? So, I don't know for sure. Kasi it's
Nakakaramdam
not
ka ba ng
alarming
kaba?
enough. Hindi nga eh. Hindi ko na siya naiisip. Pero yun yung, parang nangyayari siya. And lagi ko lang naiisip, putik, lagi nangyayari to pag lilipad ako mag-isa. And, so, di ba? Parang, ano pa yun? Ano pa siya? Like, hindi ko na siya maitahi to some other cause eh. So, for me, isang dahilan yun para masabi ko may anxiety ako. Hindi ko sure, pero, and it's not alarming enough para pumunta ako sa doktor or something na, uy, anxiety ba to? Kasi, ibang topic pa to, pero minsan ayoko rin, feel ko rin medyo OA din yung parang minsan di naman kailangan ng gamot talaga, pero that's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole other thing. May mga cases kasi na kailangan talaga.
May mga case na kailangan kasi baka hindi.
Kailangan talaga. Yung iba naman, pwedeng hindi naman. So, I'm leaving it to the psychiatrist to
professional,
work with that. Yung expertise nila yan. Siyempre, iba rin yung ginagalawan kong expertise. So, ang gusto ko lang tingnan dito is, teka lang, we're working with thoughts here. Not all are mainly thoughts. Yung iba, hormones. Pero, dun muna tayo sa part na yon. So, if you're getting to think about it, sabi mo kanina, babalikan ko lang lahat ng sinabi ko. Sabi mo kanina is, hindi ko naman siya iniisip, pero nararamdaman ko siya. Tama ba? Okay. So, ngayon, may mga thoughts that connect to other thoughts. And would you both agree with me? Tingnan nyo, basagin nyo lang yung concept. Before it's a feeling or an emotion, it's a thought. Tingnan nyo lang kung kaya nyo basagin. Or would you agree with that statement?
Na kayang basagin yung thought?
Hindi. Before it's a feeling or an emotion, it's a thought.
Yeah. Totoo. Kasi di ba lahat naman sa pag-iisip mo nagsisimula eh. Siya yung nagdadala nung what you call that, parang waves throughout your body. Di ba? So, magsisimula siya sa utak. So, naisip ka ma-feel. Di ba?
So, ngayon, ang question, ito medyo, din to, iba-iba yung opinion dito eh. Can we control thought? Ayan. Can we control thought? Or automatic lang kasi siyang, mga ganun, lumalabas?
So, control before you think about it?
No. Hindi, wala pa akong sinasabi. Ang tinatanong ko muna kayo. Kayo muna tinatanong ko.
I think yes. Personally, I think yes.
Thought?
I think so.
Okay, so magkaiba na kayo ng sagot. Okay, kasi iba-iba, yung nga yung sa concept ko eh. I mean, iba-iba tayo ng framework. So kung sabihin ni Nix kaya niya, posible kaya niya. Gets mo? So iba-iba yung concept. So hindi ko pwede sabihin generalize ito yun. Dahil hindi lahat tatama. So ngayon, ang question ko dito susunod is, teka lang, would you both agree if I change the word, not control, but can we manage thought?
Yeah. Manage is mas easy word siya. Like it's not definitive, di ba?
Okay. So ngayon kay Nick sobrang 100%. Sa'yo, Kelvin?
Yeah. Kaya. Hard, pero kaya.
Kaya. Okay. So ngayon both na kayo nag-yes doon sa manage. Okay, kasi meron yung isang nakausap ko na specialist sa field. Yan, pinag-usapan namin na matagal yan. Hindi kaya meron automatic negative thoughts. Okay, so talagang based on dun sa research niya, sige, okay, I could understand that happened. Minsan, it happens din with me. Hindi naman porke ito pinapractice ko, inaaral ko, hindi na siya nangyayari sa akin. Pero, ang magandang usage nga nitong art na to, ng mga tools na to, is if you could apply it to yourself, you could see life differently. Right? And ini-empower ko lang sa tao. Kaya nga yung bago kong group, pinangalanan ko na lang ng empower. Parang kay Magnus, di ba? Parang in-empower ka, meron ka ng cleaving damage na gano'n. Ang point ko lang is, most people have believed that they cannot manage or control themselves already. Nawala na sila ng power of choice. Di ba? Most have been blaming their inner child already, which is, for me, it's just still constructed. Sabi ko nga, what the fuck? Bakit wala kang inner adult that's responsible for everything that you've done? Natin naman yung inner child, di ba?
Inner child lang, walang inner adult.
Di ba? Pwede ka rin magkaroon ng inner grandpa, di ba? Di ba na talagang wise man na pwede kang magbigay ng advice? I mean, pwede mo, it's constructed. Para, again, guys, para, kaya ako may disclaimers kasi fight me. I mean, madaming ano dito, tutulig sa mga concepts na because, again, at the end of the day, if it works for you, it works. Okay? I'm not disproving anything. Sa isang tao na religious, pwede ang makatulong sa kanya prayers. Tama.
Yes.
Sa isang tao na naniniwala sa science, naniniwala sa gamot, ang makatulong sa kanya gamot. Right? So, balikan ko lang yung thought management here. Now, next, balikan natin yung concept kanina. So, hindi mo consciously naiisip. Pero that led to a feeling. Na, pag inisip mo yung feeling na yan, teka lang, naramdaman ko to kasi inisip ko to kanina. Tama? Okay. Now, here's the thing. For example, may favorite drink ka ba, Nix?
Shoot. Well, si Kelvin na lang. Baka mas...
So, Kelvin, may favorite drink ka ba?
Pilsen na lang, Pilsen.
Pilsen. Kasi hindi mo ba dadali yung Pilsen sa airport eh. Teka lang. Nix.
Sige. Okay. Ito na lang. Siguro Coke Zero na lang. Para...
Coke Zero. Okay. So ngayon, Nix, meron ka sobrang lamig na Coke Zero. Okay? And then, this happened. Naramdaman mo yung feeling na parang hindi mo ma-explain. Okay? And since favorite mo si Coke Zero at hindi mo palagi iniinom si Coke Zero kasi sobrang lamig na to, sobrang sarap. When you felt discomfort, bigla ka uminom ng Coke Zero with the intention na mag-clear yung feeling at magkakaroon ka ng positive feeling in return. Ngayon, yung drink mo, Coke Zero, which led you to a different state. Hindi na yung kanina. So, posible bang naputol yung nararamdaman mo kanina ng discomfort?
I think so, pwede.
Nag-shift eh. So, yun yung gusto natin pag-usapan dito. I think nung episode 1, I covered anchoring. In-explain ko yung anchors. Diba? Anchors connect lahat ng, we learn through associating things. Diba? We could connect things to things. So, kunwari, yung isang example nun is, yung isang babae na nasa lamay, namatay yung parents or whatever, tapos biglang niyakap siya. Umiiyak siya, tapos niyakap siya. Tapos after 5 years, biglang may yumakap sa kanya. Biglang may naramdaman siya na hindi niya ma-explain kung bakit. Tama, masaya naman yung yakap sa kanya, pero ba't ganun, hindi siya masaya? Iba yung naramdaman niya kasi iba yung na-anchor.
Yes.
Tama? So, ngayon, what I want to explain here and inform everyone is we could work with these associations. Imagine this nga. Nakita mo yung sing-sing na to? Okay, this is a wedding ring. Pero bakit dalawa yung wedding ring mo? Hindi naman sa dalawa yung asawa ko. Diba? But this works for me. So when I feel like before going to a talk, lalo na pag kuwari malaki yung talk, maraming tao dyan, kahit I've done this 100 times already speaking in front of people, right? Meron pa rin tension eh. May nerves eh. Nangyayari pa rin yung nerves eh. So, these work for me. So, kunwari, pag iniikot-ikot ko tong ring na to, every time I feel very, very confident, I charge this. So, I'm training my brain na confidence, strong feeling, ito yung ginagawa ko. So, kung meron akong discomfort or meron akong feeling na hindi talaga okay, nervousness or anything, or nangyayari influx nga ng thoughts, ang dami ko iniisip, I do this. Kaya pag nakita nyo akong gumaganyan, nag-ano ako, I'm internalizing things. Sabihin niya yung mga energy stuff na I'm not associating with that. I'm just using yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, just associating and training my brain for it. Okay? Ito naman, pag ginagano ko naman tong kaliwa ko, yabang naman yan. Ibig sabihin, ano yan, parang, ini-emphasize ko lang parang, gets mo, iba yung feeling ng meron kang energy pagdating mo ng isang room, hindi confidence yung gusto ko dalhin eh. Minsan gusto mo lang mag-angas. So yung maangas na energy pagpasok mo, minsan ginaganon ko muna yan. Alright? So may mga ganon. So minsan, ito, ayoko i-touch eh. Pag productive naman, or I want to go into a flow state, remember, when was the last time you've actually done lots and lots of things? When a day in where you were very, 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 very productive. Ngayon, ano yung feeling? So, kaya mo balikan yun sa utak mo eh. Kasi kung babacktrack mo naman yung buhay mo, in one point of your life, you've done that. Na sobrang productive ng araw mo. Tapos yung iba sabihin, hindi na ako productive yan. Teka lang, hanapin natin yung state. Baka kaya natin ma-pull out. Teka lang, kailan yan? Okay. So ngayon, itong sa gitna, when I press that, internalization ko yun to actually get back to a state na kaya ko i-pull up to access so that mabelieve nung katawan ko at ng utak ko nandun ako sa state na yun. So ngayon, possible na naramdaman mo yon, Nix, going to a flight? Kasi wala kang idle mind eh. Mapupunta ka dun sa mga thoughts na pwedeng ayaw mo eh. But here's the thing that I want to highlight for everyone. Awareness. So when you notice na hindi ka na comfortable dun, you could now work with something else to cut the thought pattern para hindi ka tumuloy. So kung in-acknowledge mo, ay, nararamdaman ko to, oh my God, hindi ako makagalaw. Oh my God, oh no. Tumuloy-tuloy ka dun sa thought train, hindi biglang alam mo tong pinag-uusapan natin, naging aware ka. Oh no, ay wait, nararamdaman ko siya, teka lang. Inom ka, kinuha mo yung malamig na Coke Zero, ininom mo. Sarap. Could lead you to a different state. Now, do you have control? But in word natin pala, can you manage your thoughts? When you become aware of it. Yun yung gusto ko i-highlight for everyone.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So I think that's what I try to do. Siguro at this point, it doesn't matter like if it's anxiety or not. So sometimes what I do is I just distract myself or think about something else. Tapos I nag-ano ko parang breathing exercises
so
to calm me down.
May awareness ka eh. Meron ka awareness eh. You're actually, you want to go to a different state eh. You've done something.
Laging ganon.
So for most, they're not doing it. They just go along with the feeling and yung iba pa nga amplify it. So imagine mo, di ba? Kaka-break up tapos pinapakinggan mo puro break up songs. Di ba? At ginagawa mo, i-amplifying it. I-amplifying it. I-enjoy ka dun sa feeling, okay. Because sometimes pity or when people like lumalapit sila sa'yo to give you the attention dahil nag-break up kayo, sometimes it's a good feeling eh. Lalo na for most eh. Lalo na kung hindi ka nakakakuha talaga ng attention and people biglang love you immediately for what you've done, 'di ba? So again, iba-iba yung means ng tao to cope eh, and to adjust to certain situations. So to each his own, her own, ganun.
Okay. Sige. I'll share my screen kasi this next thing that we're gonna be talking about is fairly recent, no? Kelvin, baka pwede mong introhan to.
Uy. Hindi.
Liam Payne. Okay. Di rin naman ako fan nito, no? Pero
alam tama, bro.
Sobrang bata pa ni Liam Payne, no? So this was just yesterday, na balita. Apparently, nahulog siya sa hotel sa Argentina. Then, nung in-investigate nila, chinek nila yung hotel, there were like, may mga sirang gamit. Nakita ko yung TV, parang may basag eh. And then, there are other stuff pa na mga nakita. If I'm not mistaken, merong drugs na nakita. So, they're still not sure ano nangyari. Kasi posibleng lasing siya or whatever. So, still developing story, but if posible na ginawa nga niya yung S-word, marami nagsasabi na posibleng ginawa nga niya yun kasi parang, naman siya, open naman siya na he's suffering from depression and matagal na rin siyang malungkot. And possibility na yun yung dahilan kung ba't nag-lead siya para gawin yung S-word. Yun, I just wanted to touch on that subject. Bakit, personally, I want to ask, bakit mas laganap yung like depression leading to doing that
pero clarify muna natin, no, before we jump in. So we're not saying that that's what Liam did, no, although it is it is something important to note that it's a possibility. Some people are say some studies are tinitingnan nga lang yung sitwasyon na it's a possibility, so we're just weaving that into this topic, but we're not saying definitively na that's what he did. But Kelvin's question.
Sige, i-clarify ko lang Well, ang goal naman natin dito is to create awareness for everyone, lalo na sa mga nakikinig ng show na to. ng podcast. Okay. I want everyone to think about it clearly lang Does that mean, ito, tingnan niyo yung connection Pansin niyo ba na hindi naman lahat ng may D ay nag-S? So, hindi siya associated. Hindi porke may D, posible mag-S. Does it, di ba? Parang, okay. Kasi yun yung nangyayari. I mean, we know the stigma na parang every time na meron taong nagsubok mag-S, automatically, they brand it as D. Tama ba? Tingnan nyo, ay,
Yes.
nagsubok siya mag-S, baka kasi depressed siya. Pwedeng hindi rin. Pwedeng hindi rin. Diba? And since most people have branded the person that they're D, they believed it. Ang hina-highlight ko lang mula kanina is, what do you fully believe? So ngayon, lumalaki yung chances na malabanan mo yung isang bagay. Sabi nga nung ibang tao dyan, well, I don't know the term D, so how can I feel D? Kalbo yun. Kalbo yun.
Sorry, Ken, tanong ko lang.
Sige.
Hindi ako yung...
Hindi ikaw yan. Di ba ibang kalbo yung nagsalita?
Okay, tanong ko lang. Is there like a solid definition ba of the D? Because like through these past years, especially pag-boom ng social media, the term D has been used super loosely by almost pag may pinagdadaanan sila, ay meron akong D, huwag mo akong intindihin nyo muna ako, ganito, ganyan, blah, 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 ganyan. So, is there like a solid definition para masabi mo na, oy, pinagdadaanan ko ay ganito, meron akong D?
Hindi sa akin magagaling yan. Siguro I'll be firm with my approach with things. You could probably talk to some psychologists, psychiatrists to define it for you. Ang approach ko talaga, I'm not here to give you a definition. Kasi if you're in a position of authority, lalo na dito sa mental health space, if you're in a position of authority, what we say, other people who are not sure with what they're feeling or what they are, the definitions are, could easily believe it as truth. So yun yung iniingatan ko, because when I say ang depression ganito yan. Yun nga, di ba? Yung, di ba, pag nakita mo, tapos coming from an authority, since in-invite nyo ako dito, you guys see me as an authority. So pag nagsalita ako dito, tapos yung audience also see me as an authority, tapos sinabi ko, ang depression kasi ganito yan, tumatatak kayo. So yun yung sa akin. So ang statement ko pa rin, going back to what I said earlier, depression is defined, or anxiety is defined by the person who's going through it. So meaning ko na through, gusto ko, if you listen closely to the word through, I want you to believe na kaya mong daanan yan. Kasi marami naman tao ang naging depressed and afterwards naging highly functional na ulit sila sa society.
So it's a state. It's like if you have the D or yung may D ka.
Ang hirap, iba kasi yung D. Iba rin yung D.
So it's a
depths na lang, depths.
it can be a fleeting, it can be a phase, no? So is that what you're saying? Parang it can be something you're going through right now, but that doesn't define you or doesn't mean it's you forever. It could be now, it could be for a week, months, years, but you can get through it at some point.
Okay.
Possibly.
Ito pa, mag-add muna ako ng isa pang linya dyan sa ano na yan. Ang lawa kasi na to eh. So mag-add muna tayo ng spectrum. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So sa spectrum, meron na talaga mga hard cases na talaga. Yung talaga malalalim na cases na talaga. Yun, medyo talaga marami na kailangan gawin doon. Minsan kasi it's about the environment eh. So yung environment yung nag-amplify nung mga nangyayari. So kunwari, family yung karamihan ng galing yung triggers na yon. Diba yung anchors na yon, kung bakit yung nararamdaman yung feeling na yon. Talagang binubuli siya, talagang ginugulpi siya sa bahay. Tapos every time pag uwi mo ng bahay, makikita mo yung environment na yon. It's always amplified. Tingnan mo, dali mo ngayon sa ibang lugar yung tao na yon. in a place that the person is loved, the person is appreciated, the person is acknowledged, tingnan mo, magbabago yung mindset ng tao na yun. Kasi nagbago yung environment niya eh. Gets ba?
Mhm.
So, bakit ko sinasabi may spectrum? Kasi may mga tao talaga, may mga cases talaga na talagang malalim. So, yung siguro, sabihin ko lang, yung sa mga cases na nandito sa mga 5, 6, 7, yan, okay, madali natin sabihin yung get through. Sa mga nasa 8, 9, 10, possible naman yon, pero we have to work with how they see it inside their heads, or baka ano kasi hormonal din yung concern, baka kailangan din talaga ng meds eh. So I'll stay firm then with saying through, kasi most of the people that I work with are mostly more on thought related concerns. So kung thought related concerns yan, parang gets mo, nasa utak mo, we work with use programming, ayusin natin yung programming. Again, you've learned things eh. I want you to believe that you could also unlearn things. So when we say, eto, Ken, naramdaman ko yung D. sorry guys, for the boys, kasi kami dito eh. Naramdaman ko yung depth sa anxiety na sobrang ito yung umiikot sa buhay ko ngayon eh. Sige, ang tanong ko, when was the first time you felt it? Na ano lang, hindi mo naman sasabihin, wala nung pinanganak ako. Meron ka naman narinig na, wala pa naman eh. 'Di ba? So, may pinagbulan yan eh. Nang una ko naramdaman to nung nung bata ako eh. Sige, tell me more. Let's work through it. Is it still happening right now? Kung ano yung nangyari nung bata ka, it's still happening right now? Or have you been repeating it inside your head? Now, let's work with that. When the first thought happens na alam mong tutuloy na dun sa next thoughts, let's create a system. Let's begin programming the mind so that bago pa tumuloy yung thought dun sa roller coaster na yon at bago mapamaramdaman yung ibang emotions, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite food? Maybe we could change a state, align states with states. Tama? Tapos titignan ko yung programming. Tinetest natin yun eh. So kunwari, biglang uminom siya ng Yakult habang naiisip niya yung bagay na yun. Favorite niya yung Yakult. Yung feeling na na-enjoy niya yung Yakult. Tama ba? Nagbi-mix na yung inaramdaman niya dahil yung ibang states naglalaban na dun sa loob niya eh. Titingnan natin kung sino mananaig. So kunwari, nag-work yung Yakult, di ba? So meron na siyang pwedeng option to continue para at least ma-manage, di ba? Yung nararamdaman niya sa loob. So, balikan ko lang yung statement ko ulit kanina kay Liam, because we were talking about the big word S nga eh. And gusto ko lang talaga i-clarify na hindi lahat ng S ay may depression. Okay, so if we're going from there, balikan natin yung facts dito sa state, sa sa kay Liam, meron pang ongoing na na naantay pa hata natin yung autopsy. Naantay pa natin yung reports, and tama nga yung nasabi kanina, meron sa crime scene daw, yun, meron daw foil, meron daw basag na So we don't know kung assault yung nangyari, premeditated ba, tumalon ba siya talaga, but based dun sa napanood ko kanina, kasi pinanood ko muna yun bago going here eh, kasi alam ko yun yung pag-uusapan natin eh. If you jump from the 3rd floor at conscious ka na tumalon ka na without the intention of dying, posibleng buhay ka pa. 3rd floor.
Yun nga eh. 3rd floor, hindi ganun kataas.
15th floor, medyo gets ka na yun. Okay, medyo gets natin yung concept na yun, di ba? Pero 3rd floor, pwede bali yung paa mo, get mo? Bali. Pero marami pang So, hindi kami makakapagsalita dito sa podcast ngayon kung ano ba ang specific, but one thing is for sure, we're talking about mental health here. We want to spread awareness that, lalo na, itong sinasabi ko, I want you to have control over your life. You can manage your life. Focus ka lang. If you could work and manage your thoughts and work and manage your emotions, you'd see life differently. Yun lang.
I think that's very beautiful. I think let's let's see what happens. I think it's a developing story.
Developing
But
story, yeah. Developing story.
yeah, whatever may have happened, no. Titingnan natin 'yan kasi grabe yung anytime na may mangyaring mga ganito, lalo na like very notable kind of celebrities, no. Talagang papaisip ka din like there's a lot of things um and it or hard, and I'm not saying na a celebrity's life is more valuable than, like, I know there are a lot of people who are experiencing death or loss, no, every day. But when something like this happens, and one of the possible reasons is actually mental health, no? I think it's very important to put light into it kasi it's something that hindi mo kailangan maging celebrity to go through it, or to have something like that, no? Have those problems.
Yeah.
It can happen to anyone. It can happen to everyday people. So yeah, I don't know. Is there? I'm not sure if this is something you're familiar with. Is there like a hotline or something na parang people can actually go to if they're may pinagdadaanan silang ganito? Is it nasa top of mind mo ba siya? Or like, we can drop links naman, but I'm just curious.
I-post natin may mga hotlines naman for if you're going through something sa government, meron. I-post namin sa comment section yung mga numbers na yan. Pwede nyo tawagan yan. And I think meron na mga online consultations naman ngayon that kung kinakailangan talaga you're going through a rough patch, you could message them, makapag-set ka ng mga appointments then maraming ngayon mental health practitioners, and hanap din kayo talaga ng meron mga track records, pero a good friend, a person who could listen to you talaga, na pwede mong pag-openan. Ito, alam ko hindi na pag-uusapan to madalas sa mga friendships minsan. If you have a system lang na parang, can I just talk and dump? Minsan ang goal ng mga kaibigan natin is to give advice Pero kung titignan nyo, it just feels good also pag nakapag-dump tuloy. Dump lang. Punta ka sa bahay. Buksan mo si ano dyan. Pero it's the same concept. If you have a friend that would just listen to you and not say anything. Yung tipong, I'm just here to listen. Create a system. Parang, may ganun, can I just like, can you just listen to me? I just have some things to say. Get out of my chest.
This might be a bit controversial, but I think sometimes people who end up pulling the trigger or doing something, no, ang laging natitrace back is parang, wala siyang friends. So, what's your take on that? Like, is that true? Kasi I can believe it. I think there are some people talaga who would maybe struggle to have friends, or thinking or believing that they don't have someone to confide in. So, paano yung ganung situation? Parang feel mo wala kang malalapitan. Baka may friend ka pero feel mo hindi ako kayang seryosohin ito, or baka pagtawanan lang ako. May ganun I think again, I'm not an expert, but I feel like some of the things that happen is dahil dun. Yung feel mo wala kang makakausap about what you're dealing with.
Yun yung kailangan i-work on. Kasi maraming factors Sabihin natin, mga iba, trust issues kasi trinidor na siya ng kaibigan niya dati. Ilang beses na siya trinidor ng mga kaibigan niya. Ang hirap na magtiwala at magkaroon ulit ng bagong kaibigan. Alright? So, I want to insert the concept called generalization. So, ibig sabihin ba, naloko ka ng lalaki? Sabi mo, lahat ng lalaki manloloko. So, you generalize things already. Tama ba? Pero, minsan ang rebuttal ko nun, bakit nasubukan mo na ba lahat? Diba? Diba? Doon ko mapapaisip diba? So, if you think about it, most of the men that you've encountered probably ay manloloko. Tama? Pero mayroon din mga lalaki na hindi. Right? So, balik tayo dun sa concept ng generalization. So, ibig sabihin ba, since trinidor ko ng mga huli mong kaibigan, yung susunod mong mga kaibigan magiging traidor din. Yung mga simple logic na yun yung binibreak. Nakita mo? Not necessarily. So, naisip mo na ngayon kaagad, not necessarily. So, me just using specific words could break a belief. Are you both getting
Right.
what I'm saying? So, ni-reframe ko lang. Teka lang. So, firm belief, lahat ng lalaki manloloko. Tapos sinabi ko lang na, bakit nasubukan mo na ba lahat? Break the belief.
Medyo weird yun kung nasubukan na lahat ng lalaki.
Nasubukan na lahat. Diba? Okay.
Parang,
Ang dami nating
Parang-
concept na gano'n ngayong show. Yeah. But again, when you generalize things, you lose out on a lot of things also. Pag naging sobrang firm ng belief mo with one thing, nahihirapan tayong gawin yung change na kailangan. So if you believe na wala akong magiging mga bagong kaibigan, challenging. Pero, kung iisipin mo, ang sarap ng feeling na may kaibigan na sumusuporta sa'yo, di ba? Changes the dynamics. Now, the question is, saan ako makakahanap ng mga kaibigan na pwedeng sumuporta sa akin? It's by first understanding that you have to open up. So, yun yung kailangan natin i-work on. Opening up. And finding the right people to be your friend. Paano ka makakahanap ng mga tunay na kaibigan if you have not been open din to actually, to get a new friend? Are you in a position to actually meet a new friend? Or nakakulong ka lang kasi sa kwarto mo? Mahirap, di ba? Pero, sino ba nagsabi na hindi ka makakahanap ng friend sa laro? I have really good friends na hindi ko pa nakikita, kalaro ko lang sila araw-araw. Diba? Kakalaro lang natin ng games, diba? Who knows, diba? I've made some really solid friendships through the years that I don't even know kung ano itsura nila. Tawag ko lang sa kanila, code name nila. So again, yun yung gusto ko ituro dito. Notice your generalizations, and if you could find a way to get out of the box, get out of the box para hindi nakukulong yung thinking mo. And position yourself so that you could meet new people. Life is very, very interesting. I mean, kung hindi sa Pilipinas yung mundo mo, subukan mo tumira sa ibang bansa, baka nandun yung hinahanap mong mga kaibigan. Baka yung culture dito hindi fit dun sa gusto mong galawan eh. Hindi fit sa trip mo eh. 'Di ba? Naipit ka sa call center, ng trip nila ganito yung pa-cool sa kanila. Tapos nag-resign ka, lumipat ka ng ibang trabaho, na napunta ka sa isang call center din, pero iba yung industry nila, iba yung environment nila, tapos doon ka nag-thrive. Right?
Yeah.
So, again, you have a choice. Right? You have a choice. Yun lang. Yeah.
Okay.
Share ko lang mix, Ken.
Oh, wow.
If wala kang mahanap talaga like kasi yung vibe mo, kasi ng mga hobbies mo gusto mo na lumayo, merong Facebook groups, makakakita at makakakita ka, mag-search ka lang ng groups na kung gusto mo, like say for example you love anime, mag-search ka lang ng groups about anime for sure. Pag pinasok mo yung grupo na yun, and makihalubilo ka rin sa mga comment section, sa mga pinopost. Kasi nagkaroon ako nung mga panahong tumigil ng pagnood si Nitch sa iba ko pang kaibigan ng WWE. Ako, non-stop ako tuloy-tuloy ako. Parang may join na akong group na about sa WWE 2K game. Doon may mga nakakausap ako, tapos nasi-share ko yung mga pinaggagawa ko. Alam mo yun, may dala siyang saya kasi syempre yung interest ko. So, ayun, hindi ko na, parang nailalabas ko lahat ng gusto ko, lahat yung mga hobbies ko and all. Nagkaroon din ako ng mga kaibigan through comments lang na hindi ko naman kilala. Like, nag-agree kami sa mga bagay-bagay. Compliment nila yung mga achievements ko sa game or yung mga parang mga thoughts ko regarding sa mga matches. Mga ganun. Yun, pwede nyo try. Sali kayo ng mga Facebook groups. For sure, meron kayong makikita doon na ka-wavelength nyo or kasi nyo ng interest sa mga ka-vibes nyo.
May naisip nga ako doon based sa sinabi mo eh. If you keep posting about your passions online, meron magko-connect dyan. Isipin mo, kami ni Kelvin, di naman kami magkakilala before Tidal Zone eh. Di naman magkakilala, pero nagsisendan kami ng memes yun sa Instagram. Dahil nakita namin dark memes yung namin pareho. So pag may nakikita akong dark memes, nauuna po si Kelvin minsan sendan ko kaysa dun sa mga ibang kaibigan ko eh. Diba? I mean, who would know? So, share your passion to the world. May social media naman. Just, share ka lang na story mo, naglalakad ka. People would align with you. You'll never know na yun pala yung trip niya. Yung iba pala, mahilig pala manood ng anime. Pero dahil hindi ka nagpo-post, hindi nila alam na nanonood ka rin.
That's true. I think, I don't know the statistic, pero I think it's relevant to the topic. Parang sabi nila, adults daw talaga, siguro when you're in your late 20s or 30s or even beyond, no? It's harder daw to make friends. Because kasi, ang dali nung nasa school tayo, parang you're forced you're in a classroom, no? With 30, 40, 50 people every day. Diba? Tapos, naturally bonds will be made kasi kahit naman hindi mo talaga ka-vibe, nagkataon lang na magkasama kayo palagi, di ba? So mas madali yung situation. So as adults now grow up, no, you'd be lucky daw if you have like parang kahit may 10 kang masabing kaibigan mo, madami na yon. Kasi on average 7 lang daw ang kaibigan ng isang working adult. I don't know how true. Siguro depende na rin how you define what a friend is, di ba? However, I think with the advent with social media, and eto maraming mga communities na na-form or na-build, no? Baka possible, hindi ko lang alam gaano kalalim na friendship yung pwedeng mabuo, di ba? Maybe one can get lucky, di ba? I think lalo na ito hindi friendship pero more than that, di ba? I think sobrang tumaas ang stats ngayon ng mga tao na nakakahanap ng wife or husband or significant other talaga from online apps, online dating.
Online, yeah.
May napapanood, may nakita akong chart sa Twitter. Alam niyo yung chart na parang umaangat, tumataas yung dati daw yung mga ways na nagkakakilala mga tao, friends, word of mouth or like meeting, ganyan. Tapos yung online dating andito, tapos ngayon nandiyan na siya, online. Online ang number 1 way to find the significant other ngayon. So
wife ko, online kami, okay Cupid kami. Yeah.
Ayun, success story, di ba? So, could it be that friends, same way, na baka online na ang way to get a lot of friends? Baka hindi na totoo yung sinasabi na mahirap mag-friends ngayon. Baka online na talaga yung path. I just wanted to get your take, Ken and Kelvin. What do you guys think about that?
Ito medyo coming from Tito. Technically, talagang Tito na ako eh. I'm turning 41. So, ito yung kaya ko sabihin dyan. I've made a lot of friends along the way. But people that I could say, marami akong kaya ko sabihin talagang true friends eh. But pag dumating ka na sa mga 30 plus, may mga pamilya na yung mga kaibigan mo eh. And you have to understand that there's a different level of responsibility na din that they have to put focus on their own lives and their own families. Na tipong hindi na kayo makatambay as the same. Tapos, nandito rin yung concepts na pag nagpupush ka na sa sarili mong mga pangarap. 'Di ba? Sabi nga ni 'di ba? Iwan. When you put focus, may iwanan mo talaga kasi nag-level up, nag-iiba yung mindset mo, nag-iiba yung vibration and energy mo na minsan hindi mo nakatrip yung mga katrip mo before eh. Again, there's a version of you na kaya pa rin sumabay doon sa level na yun, walang problema. But especially for people who push talaga, yung may hustle and everything, create habits. Kailangan nung doon ka sa certain level na yung mga kasama mo doon para umangat na yun, kailangan higher than you para sumasabay ka doon sa level na yan eh. May iwanan mo yung mga kaibigan mo eh. It's a sad thing. But I'm not saying na kinalimutan ko yung mga kaibigan. Hindi, kaibigan ko pa rin lahat yun. Kaso, hindi ko na sila masabayan doon sa, iba na yung trip ko eh. So, yung concept na onti na lang yung kaibigan ko, siguro doon sa gusto kong galawan na level, kaya ko sabihin na konti na lang ang kaibigan ko doon.
Naturally na nalalaglag.
Yeah, sa mga kaibigan ko na nanonood, I mean, friends tayo, yes. So, hindi, kailangan ko lang sabihin yun. Friends tayo, we're close friends. Pero, syempre, tamad ako eh. Alam ko yun eh, dati. Pero, isipin mo, if I fully believe that, I have to create a system so that I could perform on the level that gives me the results that I need. So kung sasamahan ko lahat ng gamer friends ko na yun, talagang yun, magdodota lang kami buong araw. But if I want to push and get the results that I need, I have to connect with people and make new friends on the level na gusto kong galawan. Which is yung sobrang may pangarap, may productivity, may system. So yun yung hinahanap ko mga tao ngayon. Kaya yun eh. Instead of me creating friends, making friends, I'm creating mentoring programs para pinapasok ko doon yung mga tao nakikita ko may potential, may pangarap, gano'n. Para hindi sa natututo sila sa akin, no, natututo ako sa kanila. So, I'm now creating new friends and new close friends from, kaya mo mag-create eh. So, again, balik ako doon sa sinabi ko, you have the power to actually create the reality that you deserve. So, Kelvin, yeah, your point, yeah.
Same, lang rin with Ken. I have friends na, alam mo yun, hindi ko nakasabayan ngayon, pero hindi ko sila tinuturing, hindi ko na kaibigan. Like, at one point, like once or twice a year, kaya ko pa rin makipagsabayan sa kanila, no? Kung ano man. Pero kasi, I'm at my early 30s na, iba na yung trip ko, meron na rin akong iba pang responsibility. And I'm for sure, yung mga kaibigan ko dati na hindi ko na madalas nakakasama ngayon, meron na rin silang sariling ibang responsibilidad. And we both respect each other naman. Like, we don't have to keep in touch every day. Like, ano ba tawag sila? May tawag sila, low maintenance friend na.
Low maintenance.
Yeah, pero if we hit up, like, pero pagka dumating yung point na, like when you say SOS, they would know. I would know na dadating sila dyan, tutulong sila or for whatever. So, I think as you grow, mas hindi ka mababawasan ng kaibigan, mas dadami pa yan. Unless na lang, nakikipag-away. Kasi hindi nyo na-resolve. Siyempre, mauubusan ka talaga ng kaibigan nun. Dadating, padagdag kasi natututo ka eh. As you grow up, natututo ka. And marami kang mamimik tao, hindi lang sa trabaho. Mga clients mo pa sa trabaho. Tapos, say for example, naganap na sa social media ngayon, di ba? Aktibo ka sa mga pagpo-post, pagko-comments. Yung circle mo sa ganun eh. Parang sa atin, di ba? Hindi ko namang kilala yung mga kaibigan ni Ken dati nung pinasok niya ako sa GC. May mga nakilala na akong iba ron. So, dagdag kaibigan na naman.
Nice.
Di ba? So, di ako naniniwala na mas mahirap makipagkaibigan as adult. I think siguro kung hirap ka makipagkaibigan, ikaw yung may kasalanan. No? Siguro hindi ka nag-open up or what? Masyado ka siguro mahiyain.
You're not. You're the problem pala eh.
Ang susi is maging mag-open up ka kasi. Gusto mong padagdagan kaibigan mo.
I think ibang usapan yan pag sobrang mahihain ka ka. Lalalim na tayo dun sa rabbit hole na yan eh. Pero, Ken, paano yun? Yung mga talong na yan, Ken, paano yun? Paano ako magkakaroon ng mga new friends? Sobrang introverted ko kasi. So, yun nga yung ulitin ko ulit yung statement ko You're starting with the belief kasi na hindi mo na kaya. So, yun yung unang gusto natin baguhin eh. Ken, introvert ako eh. So, what would make you believe that you're an extrovert? If you notice, even that you're a full introvert, you believe it, diba? Kung papansinin mo, meron kang friends that you could act totally extroverted with. Meron. Family member or meron eh. Pag nakapalagayan mo na, baka matagal ka lang mag-warm up. Diba? May mga ganun din eh. But here's what I want to say. What if you believe that you have the capability to also be an extrovert at the same time? Kaya nga nauso yung concept ng ambivert. Right? So if you fully believe that you're an introvert, teka lang, gusto natin, meron din usefulness yung pagiging extrovert eh. Gusto mo ba magawa yon? Tara, tulungan kita. Kaya yung mga tinatrabaho ko, yan, yung sa concept ng building confidence, most of my clients are introverts na ayaw talaga makapag-usap sa tao. Pero kailangan nilang lumabas eh. Nandun na nga sila sa point na, Ken, manager na ako pero hindi ko makausap yung mga tao ko kasi hindi ko alam kung anong sasabihin ko sa kanila eh. Right? And that's fine. Why? Una, you want to learn. Kaya ka nagtanong. So, ang job ko is, teka lang, I'll help you understand ano yung mga concepts or i-expose kita kumausap ng ibang tao para ma-program sa utak mo. Kasi baka wala pa kasing programming eh. Kasi buong buhay mo na sa kwarto ka lang. So ngayon, gawa natin ng programming tapos pag nakita mo na kaya mo naman pala, tas na-validate na ng utak mo na, okay, kaya ko pala. Sometimes it just takes one person who will believe in you. Dahil na sa isang mundo natin na most would just pull you down, di ba? Nangyayari yan. Mapupull down ka, parang palagi may mali. Kasi again, sa school, naturuan tayo na pag mali, punish tayo Sa bahay, naturuan tayo, pag may mali tayong ginawa, punish tayo Kaya takot tayo magkamali
Yeah.
Right? So we're adults right now. You're in a world na when you make a mistake, it's either you umiyak ka na lang or you learn from it and actually grow from there. You have the choice. So I think yung episode ngayon, sinasabi ko lang palagi, choice, you have the choice. Yan, ulitin ko lang talaga yan Yeah.
Okay. Sige.
May question lang ako.
Sige, go.
Natuwa lang ako sinabi kanina ni Ken na if you're an introvert, there are still people out there na kaya ilabas yung extroverted version of yourself. Di ba? Yung sabi mo kanina. Ngayon, may tanong kami ni Nix before pa. I think we were still in college back then. Hindi namin alam yung sagot hanggang ngayon. Baka matulungan mo kami. Medyo unrelated topic to. Pero, sino ba yung totoong ikaw? Pag yung kaharap mo yung mo o kaharap mo yung pamilya mo? Kasi minsan ibang version yung di ba, pagka-pamilya mo or ibang version pag mag-isa ka lang. And ibang version, iba yung kulit mo pagka yung mga tropa mo kasama mo.
Yeah.
Sige. Again, sa concept namin sa NLP, iba-iba yung programming ng tao. So can I answer sa sarili ko? Okay lang.
Yes.
I have accepted that I have different versions ng Ken. So may Ken, merong Ken sa harap ng pamilya, may Ken sa harap ng ganito, okay. Blend ko na yon.
But it's all you.
Ngayon,
all
accepted ko na yan. All is Ken. So ngayon, may Andre. Si Andre, yan yung kasama yung mga high school friends. Tipo, aasarin lang nila ako all day. Tapos, wala lang, yun lang. Yun lang yan Ayun yung, ganun yung ng high school. Inaasar lang ako palagi ng mga tao. But, as I understood more about these concepts, I'm everyone. Ako rin yun So ngayon, yung kaharap nyo dito ngayon, si Ken na to. Kaya nga, di ba, simula nung usapan natin, ano ba yung coach? I-explain ko sa inyo, yung authentic, tapos nagbumura ako, ganyan, ito ako. I've come to accept myself more because I went deeper. I really went to understand talaga kung ano yung, what makes me happy, what makes me sad, what makes me excited. Sino nga ba ako sa harap ng mga tao? So, me facing my friends, me facing my parents, me facing kung sino man, I could say na it's Ken na. Wala na, pakiw ba? Wala dyan. Okay, magmano ka dyan. Ika lang, hindi ako ano dyan. Okay, hello po, nice to meet you, shake hands na. Diba? I mean, makulit ako that's me. I've gotten to understand my brand. And Nix, lalo na ikaw, alam mo yung concept na ng branding. So, when I've come to understand that this is my brand, and kahit sinong kausap ko ngayon, itong brand nito yung haharap nun. Yeah. Ito yan. Itong version na to. My version could change pa naman in the future. But the current version right now, kahit sino iharap mo sa akin, I think I'd talk to the person the same.
All right. Yeah. I think we're ready to wrap up and close this one out. Sabi namin bago mag-start, medyo mas maiksi to, pero dami nating learnings, dami nating napag-usapan. Was very insightful, very nice content. So, yeah, any last words? Any parting shots before we
parting message ko? I love using the word empower right now. For people who still in the journey to find their own purpose, keep on lang. It doesn't, you won't, for most you won't get the answers immediately. But I want you to spend more time just asking some questions to yourself. Marami, pwede mo kausapin si ChatGPT para lang, 'di ba, malaman mo yung mga parts ng sarili mo. You could take some tests kung trip mo talaga yon. Yung iba horoscope pa, human design. Ang dami Again, tuloy mo lang. Study yourself, find what works for you, define a lot of things. So sabi ko nga yung what makes you happy? What is even happiness for you? Have you created a definition for what happiness is? Kung alam mo kung anong happiness, dapat alam mo rin kung ano yung sadness. Alam mo rin yung feeling ng mga positive and negative. Alam mo yung favorite food mo. Na pag gutom na gutom ka, you want to feel good, alam mo kung anong kakainin mo eh. 'Di ba? Alam mo yung favorite drink mo, meron kang specific na drink for this, for that. Okay? So, map your feelings, get to know more about your emotions, and learn how to manage your thoughts. Please lang. Huwag ka maging alipin ng utak mo. 'Di ba? I mean, kaya mong i-manage yan. And sa lahat na nagsasabi na kasi puso eh. Let's be logical here. Your heart pumps blood. Yung emotion mo technically nandito pa din yun. Yun lang. Yun lang. So, thank you again for inviting me here. And I all the things that I've shared here just comes from a person that just means you well. I mean you well. And I wish you all the best. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Nice.
I guess that's it for this episode. Make sure call to actions. Do you have anything we want to promote? I think may upcoming program or
Madami. Actually, madami akong inaayos. I'm open to collab with friends who have the same mindset to actually develop people. So if you have things that you want to work with me, I'm very open to collaborate. Next is persuasion pa rin. I'm creating a program na talaga to teach everything that I know in regards to communication and persuasion. Using the techniques nga with neuro-linguistic programming specifically and hypnosis. So yung mga scripts, yung mga patterns, I will teach it. So it's a 4-part program. Kumbaga, persuasion starting line, tapos may persuasion na advanced, persuasion na level 3, tsaka persuasion and communication mastery. So the approach is not more on a student, yung teacher, may teacher na nagtuturo. No. Ang goal ko is I'm gonna infuse the approach of therapy. So meaning, it's not just me teaching, it's also you doing. Okay? So may mga mahirap na mga may mga test doon, tipo kailangan mo i-persuade. Okay, papaniwalain mo ako na kulay puti ito. Paano mo gagawin yun? Mga ganon. Okay, paano mo papakainin yung gets mo? Bawal sa kanya to, paano mo siya papakainin na ganito? So I'm crafting it and I'm taking my time to do it so that I could make sure na kung sino man dadaan sa program na yan could actually be a really good communicator afterwards. So yun lang.
Nice.
Wala pa. So, coming soon, 2025.
Coming soon. So abangan natin 2025 we'll push it out.
Salamat.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's call it a night. Thank you so much for joining us, Ken. It's been awesome. Kelvin, I think you wanted to.
Wala, follow nyo lang kami sa Facebook and subscribe kayo sa YouTube namin.
Let's go. All right, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. This has been great. We'll see you again next time on Tidal Zone. Bye.
Bye.